All right, sports fans, welcome to one more night with Sports Night with Jorge here live. Guys, yes, you see it right here. Lakers are eliminated from the playoffs. That has happened already, 2 years, 3 years in a row? First round bye, and they're gone. And just hitting straight to the topic. Um, you get the trade with Anthony Davis for Lucas. Who won that trade? Well, the Lakers, because they made it to the playoffs. But how far did they go? Not that far, guys. Not that far. Listen, game 4 before game 5, the Lakers did not rest it in the second half, not even one single player. Youth, younger, let's be honest, man. Lakers can't handle it. Now, I know Lucas is young, but LeBron James, maybe it's time. Maybe this was his last ride with the Lakers. But unfortunately, guys, let's be honest. We have to be real. Great player. Once again, NBA Hall of Famer. But, yeah, there's a big but once again. How you doing? Thank you for joining in. I'm a true believer that sometimes you face a younger team, more speed, a better bench, because that's one thing I'm going to tell you. The bench of the Lakers, probably 2 players at best from the bench. It really hurt the team. And once again, it's sad to say, the exit back out. I'm a Laker fan. I love my Lakers. But I believe already that when you get to a certain age, certain point in your career, I mean, this is time. It's time to move on. I mean, if I keep LeBron James, I'll keep him a bench, fresh player. Now, I'm not taking nothing bad from LeBron James. You can't blame the whole thing on LeBron James either. Okay, you made that trade with Anthony Davis. The Mavericks did not make the playoffs. Of course, Anthony Davis was injured. But then you look at all this, you ask yourself questions. Well, things happen, and they exit out. One team that sure did not exit and has playing a good actually hockey. It's actually the Florida Panthers. Now, yes, I am impressed with the Florida Panthers because they did their homework. They won 2 games in Tampa, came back home, finished 1-1, and then won the big game on the road in Tampa. So it's a no-brainer. That's when a team wants to win, man, and it wants to be competitive. And let me tell you something. That game yesterday was back and forth, Tampa and the Panthers. Panther took the lead. Tampa took the lead. Panther took the lead. I mean, they tied it. They took the lead. I mean, they exchanged, and then they were tied. And then finally at the end, the Panthers, to be honest with you, they outplayed the Tampa Bay Lightning. So, anyhow, that's hockey. Now, tonight, I'm going to give you some games they got tonight, and especially in hockey. And these are games that are win, you advance. So we have Maple Leafs and Senators with Toronto leading 3-2. Win tonight, they advance. Golden Knights versus the Wild. Golden Knights win tonight, they advance. They're up 3-2 also. Stars and Avalanche, same thing. Dallas win tonight, they advance. And then you have the Kings and the Oilers. Another one, Edmonton wins tonight, they advance. So the good thing for the Panthers, they will rest their players for just a couple of days until they face their next team. And that's going to be probably Monday or Tuesday because they're still playing. I mean, let's see what happens tonight. But anyhow, NBA, as I was talking about the Lakers a few minutes ago. This is the playoffs. This is going to be the schedule for the playoffs that I see that advance. I mean, I feel sorry for the Lakers, guys. I really do feel sorry for the Lakers. I'm not going to tell you I don't feel sorry, but I do. I mean, unfortunately, things happen, guys, and you just move on. So, let me give you some NBA for tonight. We have the Knicks and the Pistons. New York's win tonight. They advance. Then you have the Nuggets and the Clippers. Denver wins tonight. They also advance to the second round. That is your NBA. Now we're going to go to baseball. I'm trying to bring everything in for today and also for tomorrow. The Orioles are actually off today. Thank God. They took 2 out of 3 versus the Yankees. I mean, great win for the Orioles. I'm not going to tell you, man. They really did their homework. You know, they had to do it. No other choice. This guy right here is actually struggling at the bat, but he did pick up a couple of hits last night. Helped the Orioles in RBI. So let's see if the Orioles could turn it in May. We already May 1st. See if they could turn it around. I hope they can, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel or you haven't been a subscriber or haven't hit the like button in the comments, man, go ahead. Have an opportunity, man. Enjoy this. This is fun. This is sports baseball. We're full of baseball, football. We talk all general sports here. Any team you want to talk about. But let me get to the actual Major League Baseball scores. Like I say, I give live scores as I'm recording here today, actually live. We have the Twins and the Guardians tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 10th. The Twins has 13 base hits and the Guardians have 5 hits. We have the National and the Phillies top of the first, just started 0-0. We have the Red Sox and the Blue Jays starts at 7:07 in about 20 more minutes. Then we have Tigers and Angels tonight in 9:38. We had Colorado Rockies at the Giants tonight at 9:45. Then we have finals, and I'm going to say this is from earlier, I guess. Cubs beat the Pirates 8-3. Reds beat the Cardinals 9-1. D-backs beat the Mets 4-2. Finally, the Mets cooled down a little bit. We have the Royals beat the Rays 8-2. We have Brewers losing to the White Sox 8-0. By the way, the White Sox it's actually the second worst team in baseball. The Orioles, I think, is number 3. And I'll give you the standings in a few minutes. We have the Athletics beating the Rangers 3-0. So if you look at the standings, I'm going to go both standings, National and American. In the American League East, we have the Yankees on top at 18-13, followed by Boston, Toronto, Tampa Bay, and the Orioles. Then you got Detroit in the Central, Detroit at first place, Cleveland Guardians, Kansas City, Minnesota, and then the Chicago White Sox with a record of 8-23. The Orioles are 12-18, by the way. Then you have the Mariners in the West, Houston Astros, the Athletics, the Texas Rangers, and the LA Angels. And the East, we have the Mets with the best record at 21-10. Well, 11 now because they lost. So the best record goes to the Dodgers. Sorry about that. So you got New York Mets, Philadelphia, Atlanta Braves, Washington. Now the Braves has come out from the last place. So now in last place, Washington and Miami's tied in last place. In the Central, you got Chicago Cubs, Cincinnati, Milwaukee Brewers, the Cardinals, and the Pittsburgh Pirates at the end at 12-20. Then Colorado, of course, in the West, last place with the worst record of 5-20, 5-25. Wow, guys. Then the leaders: Dodgers, San Diego Padres, San Francisco Giants, Arizona Diamondbacks. Between the Padres, the Giants, and Arizona, they're only 4 games, 2 games, and 1 game and a half. So Colorado's 15.5. So you might as well call it a season. If you join in, just hit the like button. We're talking Major League Baseball. We just talk about the NBA, the NHL, a lot of sports coming up, and I'll talk about the NFL in a few minutes. We do have here's the Panthers advancing to the second round. We are going to be close to the rookies minicamp for the NFL. Then we're going to be 1 month for free. I think it's between June and July. There's a month. It's like nothing's going to happen. But you got the mini camps, OTA, players that will participate that want to make the team, and they're going to just, walk-ins, and they'll come in and join the team. If they make it, fine. They don't. So there's a lot going on in the NFL. Another thing out there, guys, that I'm listening a lot, and they're just rumors, bringing X back, Xavier Howard back to the Miami Dolphins. Now, question, you bring Xavier Howard back to the Miami Dolphins. Think about it, guys. I'm not saying that he's not the same, because he's not. He's been in the league for a long time. Can he help the Dolphins? Well, I can tell you what Xavier Howard could do. He could actually help his other teammates, which is okay. The rookies that Miami just signed in, cornerbacks and safeties, and because they're thinking of trading Ramsey. Now, let's be honest, guys and girls. You want a fresh start. You want youth in your ball club. I don't mind you having, veterans there because, okay, but, age and body and, it comes a long way, guys. I mean, you get tackled. This is tackle football. You're going to get injured regardless, okay? You're not going to be the same 2 or 3 years down the road, okay? So I can't say that, that Miami has great players that they can build around themselves and help this team. Now, the draft, look at the draft of the Dolphins. Okay, so I look at all this and I ask myself, okay, between McDaniels and Chris Greer, do they feel comfortable what they drafted? Because it makes me sound to me when I hear all these podcasters, all these newscasters, and they talk about the team, it's like they don't feel comfortable. They don't feel confidence about their ball club. Now, once again, we could go back and forth here. But if you don't feel comfortable, so why suddenly you decide to draft these players? Listen, I know sometimes it's hard to put a rookie in and try a rookie in the ball club. It's hard. I mean, but that's the process, right? That's the process. So, and I ask myself that. I mean, this is something that come on, we're not new to this, guys. I mean, and girls, we're not new to this. What I'm trying to say is, give the guys a chance, give them an opportunity, let them play, let them shine, let them make the NFL. You got all these players with selfishness and greediness and pride and ego, and they want to control because they're the best. And sometimes, you know what? It's okay to pass the torch, man, and move on. But anyhow, that's another subject. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you like it, hit the like button. If you come in, be sure that you guys, add in the chat. Tell me who your team is. Let's talk about your team. Yes, I was talking about the Lakers. I know I had 9 people on here and just exit, but that's okay. We were talking about Lakers early exit. It's sad, guys. It's time for LeBron James to say, "Hey, man, this is it. This is my career," and move on. What the best I see for LeBron James? I'm gonna go back to the Lakers for a second. I'm a Laker fan. The bench. Put him on the bench. Let him for some fresh leg. Let him come in and play. Because the Lakers, listen, they could have handled this young team, man. I don't care if they would advance. They could have handled this young team. They're very young. Okay, they have speed. And the Lakers look old. I mean, Luke is probably the youngest guy they got there in the team right now. Now, I was going back further when I started the program. Who won the trade between Anthony Davis and the Lakers? If you look at it, you might say the Lakers because, once again, they made the playoffs, right? But they got eliminated out of the playoffs, first round. So I don't think nobody won that trade because here's the results. I mean, they bought him here for a reason. They bought him here to what? To win. Take the Lakers to the next level. Did not happen. But those that has joined in, you can join the chat. I'm actually live here. It's 6:55. Be here for a while. I'm happy to say that, man, get excited for your team. I don't know who your team are. That's why I say get into the chat. Let's talk about your Cleveland Browns. Let's talk about your New York Giants. Let's talk, because I have Giants fans. I have Giant fans. I have a lot of fans from New York. They're disappointed because they got Russell Wilson and they're starting Wilson. Listen. Team that signs these quarterbacks is because they need to win now. The thing is, do you have the cap money for the following year? See, Dolphins spend money for what? Because they had to restructure all these players. Because if they don't restructure the players, how can they advance? I mean, how can they pay these players? So now for next year, Miami's going to be in a bind. So Miami's got to win this year. It's going to be tough, guys. But like I say, I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to stay, in a positive way. If the team can win, if they can stay healthy. I was watching videos today of Tua practicing, and practice haven't started. Tua throwing the ball to Waddle, to A-Chain. So I saw them, practicing on the field today. And if I get videos and shooters of videos, I'll put it on my podcast. But they're practicing, they're getting into the rhythm before the season start. Now practice hasn't started yet, guys. This is just them going into the early, into the the team facility and start practicing. So that's one thing I say. I know we got Giants fans, we got Pittsburgh Steelers fan, we got this question just to ask for every fans out there. There's a lot of questions to ask. Okay, unfortunately, we don't know nothing until OTAs, minicamp, preseason. Then comes the players that get cut, they get traded. So they're gonna build around whatever is available out there. I mean, like I said earlier, they're talking about Xavier Howard joining back the Dolphins. It's a good idea, bad idea. They're talking about Ramsey getting traded. That's also out there. What club can he go to? Probably Minnesota Vikings. Get a draft pick for him. Somebody said they could get a third-round pick. They could get a second-round pick. Who knows, guys? Who knows? Nobody knows. We could hear talk all night, and we don't know nothing until it actually comes and it's official. So, but right now, I mean, Giants fans, listen, I feel good about your team. I could tell you this, and I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna get a Dallas Cowboys fan not happy. I think you guys are better than the Dallas Cowboys. That's my opinion. I have a feeling that the Giants are better than the Dallas Cowboys this year. Don't know why, but I got that feeling. Now, what team could win that division? Yeah, there's a lot of Eagle fans out there, but let me tell you one team you got to be careful. The Washington Commanders. I think salary-wise, player-wise, personnel, listen, they got money to spend. They could trade players. They could pay players. So they got a future in Washington. So that's a team right now. I'll be honest with you. If I look at the NFL right now, and I know I'm early because, like I say, I don't make my prediction this early, and I don't either because I have to look at schedule too. This is the year that the Washington Commanders. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Now, where Miami is, yeah, the Buffalo Bills. I know Dolphins fans, you're not going to like it. Jets fans, listen. I'm going to say it, and I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Justin Field, great quarterback. He was in Pittsburgh. Unfortunately, Russell Wilson got better, came back, and both of them didn't have a bad season in Pittsburgh, which I'm surprised Pittsburgh didn't keep none of them, which that's shocking to me. Now, in New York, let's be honest, New York fans, especially Jets fans, the moment Justin Field goes 0-3, 0-4, even 0-2 or 1-2, you guys are going to complain, whine, and say, we want him out of here. See, this is what big city does, man. New York, Miami. Remember when they said we want Tua out of here? When Tua is the winningest quarterback since Dan Marino. I mean, statistics don't lie. Numbers don't lie. The only thing is, have we won a playoff game? No. But Tua's only 0-1 in playoffs. So he hasn't played much. 5 years in this league. Injury pro. I mean, let's be honest. That's what Tua is. And I say that to a lot of people because sometimes people don't understand. They say, well, George, I say, well, this is real, guys. This is sports. I mean, this is football is a physical a physical game in football that, broken bone, broken leg, broken finger, broken arm, collarbone, dislocated shoulder. I mean, I could continue going on. But Tua needs to get healthy. Miami needs to get better. Now, once again, I feel comfortable with their offensive line right now. Now, they need to pick some players? Yes. What about your team? Like I said, I look at the Giants. I think they'll be good. Pittsburgh, my only thing with the Pittsburgh Steelers, you have Pittsburgh fans, they're upset because they want Mike Tomlin out. Listen, I wish I had Mike Tomlin right now because he hasn't had a losing season. Okay, I know you're going to tell me, well, it doesn't matter if you have any losing season. He cannot pass the playoff either. Well, who's your quarterback? That's a question to ask. Who is your quarterback? I mean, there's a lot of teams out there that quarterbacks are going to be tested this year. I mean, I just hope Justin Field know what he's signed for, especially in New York. I always tell that to my fans. I mean, sometimes, when you go to these big cities, man, and listen, they're going to want you out. Regardless, they want you out. So think about it. Dallas fans, I predict, but I mean, you guys lost a lot of players. Players weren't happy in Dallas. The coach is gone. I mean, are you telling me that Jerry Jones it's back into the restart? Because I don't be surprised Prescott is traded or gone. You know what happened those times when you guys had Ezekiel Elliott, when you guys had Prescott. God, what was your wide receiver back then? Well, besides CeeDee Lamb, you guys had Amari Cooper, which I heard he's coming back to play. So, don't know, guys. Sometimes that makes you think. But I'm quite quite positive that, Jacksonville Jaguars, is Lawrence going to be okay? Concussion protocol. So another thing, will the Jacksonville be good? Don't know. They lost a lot of players too. They got Travis Hunter. See, I'm not a firm believer just because you get the best player is going to be that's not what it is, guys. It takes the whole 53-man roster. I remember they go up to 90, and then they have to cut it to 53 before the season starts, and then that's how you pick your players. But still, But listen, I have talked to Giants fan, I have talked to Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I have talked to Eagles fan, because the Eagles lost players too. And what is the draft? Yeah, you pick the best player in the draft. The only thing is, have they performed in the field yet? No, they have not performed in the field yet. And that's something that I ask everybody. The name is nice. The name is so popular. But they haven't played one snap on the field. How do you know? How do you know? Now, I'm not judging them. I'm not. They're great players. College, and remember, now college get paid. Back then, college never get paid. So now they got a new program that they get paid. So there's a lot of stuff that we have to take accountability for each player in your ball club. You sign a player for a particular reason to you become a better ball club. But see, here's the problem, guys and girls. One player doesn't make the difference. It's the whole roster that makes the difference. And being healthy. I mean, what else can I tell you? Some people ask me, George, but listen, it's the truth, guys and girls. You know, you get a healthy Tariq Hill, a healthy Tua, okay, a better offensive line. Well, we'd probably be talking something different. Not because I'm a Dolphin fan, but I could tell you right now, I could be talking different. So's the Giants. You know, when Barkley was traded, the Giants got upset. Yeah, because he went to the Eagles. The moment that Barkley got traded to the Eagles, okay, the Eagles fan happy, enjoy. What did he do with the Eagles? Man, he had a monster years with the Eagles. The Giants fans got angry. Okay, and then we all get mad because what are the owners are doing? What are the owners? What are the vice president doing of the company? You know, all the GMs. What are they doing to the ball club? Well, sometimes you need a fresh start. Sometimes you have to give somebody an opportunity. And this is what happened. This is part of the business in the NFL, and not only the NFL. It goes in every sports: baseball, football, basketball. You know, Dodgers signed Otani. So the Dodgers are reminding me, and I'm gonna go back to baseball for a second. I mean to football for a second. You signed Otani because you did like the Yankees. The Yankees signed players to win the World Series. They got the best lineup. They got the best players. But what happened to the Yankees lately? They start doing that. They notice a change. Man, we're losing. We're not winning every year. There you go. Same thing as in football. You know, Dolphins signed Tyreek Hill for a reason. He's going to take us to the promised land. Did he? No. Why? Because ego and pride got to the guy. And listen, that's every sports. You know, just now I'm not taking away anything from Tyreek Hill. Heck of a player. Okay, but there's things he needs to work on. So that's the same thing in football. You know, in any kind of sports. You know, we all want to win. We want our team to win. We're tired of losing. The Jets are tired of losing. Miami hasn't won a playoffs in what 21, 22 years. The Jets hasn't won in a long time. New England, the dynasty with Tom Brady. Then you have and either you had a owner who hired a coach. Man, didn't give him a chance. Let him go the same year he finished. I mean, I don't need you. What kind of stuff is that, man? I just don't get it. And yes, it's part of business. I understand that. But listen, give the guy a chance. I mean, you didn't give him a chance. You draft Mays at quarterback. No results. But yeah, but then I'm going to ask you one thing. What did he had around him to support his cast? What did New England quarterback had around him to support his cast? Basically nothing. I mean, I look at all that, guys. I mean, you can't put a player and just put him in there and says, hey, man, this is, I'm going to throw you out there, see what kind of season you have. You know, you don't have a running back, you don't have a wide receiver, you don't have a tight end. I'm going to use an example, Gesicki, when he played for Miami. Look at the career he had in Cincinnati Bengals. Man, I wish I had him back. I could tell you that. So, but guys, if you guys haven't joined in, you could join in the chat. If you have any questions, anything you want to talk about in the chat, you could join in. Anything you want to answer in the chat, go ahead, man. I'm here live and trying to do this every day. And then the weekend is probably get a little bit better at it. So, but we got so much to talk about, man. There's so many sports wide open. I just can't wait till the NFL season start. To be sincere with you, that's one thing that I can't wait because I really want to see how these players that really supposedly going to help their team. So once again, you're going to have a lot of rookies too. All these rookies that all these players that they drafted. So I mean, I want to see them in action. Cleveland, I'm gonna go for the Cleveland. Wow, guys, Cleveland. 5 quarterbacks. Of course, one that's not going to play because he's out for the year. So who's going to be the Shador Sanders might be the starter. Dylan might be the starter. Flacco, Joe Flacco, which I believe he'll be the starter. I mean, we could go on and on in this list, man. And then we ask ourselves, and like I said, anything can happen. Anything can happen. So I'm straightforward, guys and girls. I mean, I'm not going to condemn any player. I'm not going to talk bad about any player. They're grown up. They know what they got to do. They know their scheme. They know what they have to do. They know they have to compete. I mean, I'm not going to go there. The only thing is, are we good enough? Because I'm going to tell you the truth for the Miami Dolphins fans out there. You don't put good products on the field, that stadium ain't going to be full. To be honest, not only Miami Dolphins, I think all the stadiums. If you're going to decide to put and fill your stadium, you better have good players out there. So, but anyhow, those that haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. The only thing is, guys, if you don't tell me who your team is, so I can know who's your team, who's your football team, your baseball team, whatever, we could talk about it all day. I don't get too much into gossip and too much because sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I just try to stay in a positive way and try to keep it positive way. So, but I try to tell all my fans. Sometimes wait, sit down and wait, relax and wait, see what happens. I always tell that to everybody. You just don't know. Take your time, have patience, and wait, see what happens. All right, let me see this here. I'm just checking something. Give me a second. And by the way, I want to thank you for those 773 subscribers. We are close to 800. Hopefully by the end of this weekend, man. But God's good. I can't complain. God's good, and I always stay positive, guys. Always stay positive, regardless. I'm not competing with nobody here. Just happy to do what I'm doing, and I'm happy for everybody that has subscribed to the channel. I want to thank you so much. I really do. I appreciate everything what you guys do. I would like to be here early in the morning or in the afternoon, but like I said, I have a full-time job. But imagine if I could do that, I could have more updates. I could have more information. I could have a lot of stuff that I could have. But right now, I'm just doing this live every time I come from work. Whatever information, breaking news to come out, you'll get it first. You get it here. If you don't get it here, Guys, check my shorts. I have things on my shorts. It's very important. That's on my updates. You'll see my Florida Panthers, or you see the Dolphins, anything. San Francisco signed Kittle. That's another one. Good tight end. I'm happy he stay in San Francisco. That's a plus. So I'm happy for that. And like I said, I always tell everybody, man, sports, it's an entertainment. That's all it is. So, but anyhow, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Uh, man, just tell me your team. Tell me your team, and we could take it from there. I mean, I could talk about your team. If you got baseball, football, basketball, we have the World Cup coming up. I'll be covering that too. So there's a lot that I'll be covering. I was told by a lot of friends of mine, try to keep it in one sports, but it's so hard because you got everything going on right now. You got hockey, NBA, baseball just started, so there's a lot that you could talk about right now. So hopefully, but if you haven't joined in, you could join in, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. So, and I always tell, if you guys can hear me, let me know. Let me check something here for you guys. Give me a second. Oh, there it is. Sorry for that. I apologize. For some reason, they're working on our, I guess, Wi-Fi system out here. So if I lose you guys, let me know. Let me tell you guys. I've been doing probably a approximate 30 videos, sometimes in a week. I probably publish 15 of them in the weekend. And most of the videos I publish, oh, excuse me, um, are breaking news. So that's good. That's a good thing. Give me a second. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. Give me a second, fans, and I'll be right back. Subscribers, hold on. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. I had to do something. I'm back already. So I'm here live. If you want to join the chat, you could join the chat, guys. We're talking baseball, football, basketball. If your team is in, it's in it. Tonight we have the Knicks. They could advance by the win. Laker fans, I know you're upset. I'm upset too, Laker fans. So don't feel bad. I am upset with the team. I cannot believe they did exit this early, but unfortunately, that's what happened. You exit and that's it. You move on from it. So much about LeBron James and Lucas being traded. It happens. That's all I can say. It happens, guys. So wow, I got 10K views in the last 7 days. I got 8K's watch minute. I appreciate you guys doing that. So views 5.2K. So everything so far is going well. Thank God for that. I really appreciate God for that, man. If it wasn't for God, I won't be able to doing this. So I'm gonna try to do something that I want to work on. And sometimes I don't know. Sometimes people's schedule's hard because they work. If I could do this overnight in the weekends, it's kind of hard to do. But even though my show is called Sports Night with Jorge, that's something I would like to change. Hopefully, I can. So, but who knows? Who knows, guys? Who knows? But Miss Montayo, thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate that. Thank you for the other one too. Also, thank you so much for stay around for a while. Sometimes people say, hey, I don't like to do long videos, but sometimes it's kind of hard. Trying to do some things that I'm praying to God to give me the health and the opportunity for me to do what I want to do. And hopefully I could bring a lot of information, a lot of stuff that I could do to give you guys more accurate information, more accurate sports channel. Like I said, this is only my first year, and it takes a lot of hard work and dedication. I have a lot of subscriber. They want to give up and they want to hang up, their gloves and say, I had enough. I don't want to fight no more. Listen, you could do this. It's just a matter of time. You could do this. You don't have to give up, man. It's not easy. It's a battle, and just take your time doing it as it goes. I tell everybody, don't say you can't do it. You can't. You could do it. That's one thing I tell everybody: stay positive. Stay positive. Don't let nothing, go in your way, and whatever you want to do, you want to stop it. Not to let it stop. Don't stop it. But anyway, those that just join in, and they're, be sure you come in, hit the like button, and I'm gonna be here for a while. Like I said, guys, I don't do the long hours because of I know some people get home and they're tired and they come from work. Some people like to get involved in the chat and but listen, I'm here to answer any questions you want me to answer. I'm not here to, and I tell you something. On my shorts, I answer a bunch of questions. I get more questions than on my shorts than what I get on my YouTube channel when I go live. So, and I'm working on some things. I'm working on some things that I want to work on so I could get better at. So, but one thing I can tell you, I love sports: football, baseball, basketball, hockey, golf. Not too bad with golf. I can say not too bad with golf. Tennis. You got World Cup coming, so it's a lot, guys. There's a lot. So those that just join in or watching the chat, you could go ahead and subscribe to the channel and listen. Tell me if you like it, don't like it. Tell me what I mean, there's things I could change, guys. There's things I could I could get better at. And like I tell you, this is a tough competition when it comes to actually do a sports podcast because there's a lot of sports going on right now. And then everybody that does their channels, they pick up their favorite team. Now I'm a Dolphin, but I speak about every team here. And somebody told me sometimes, George, you gotta do that. Get your own, talk about your Dolphins. Talk, yeah, but you know what? I got Jets fans. I got Dolphin fans. I got Pittsburgh. Like I said, Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I got Giants fan. Jaguars fan. Because I'm in Georgia, but Jacksonville's not that far from here. 2.5 hours. So I have a lot of fans there. I really do. So a guy that I liked a lot with the Dolphins, but unfortunately he got injured. Was remember Kendall Fuller? Kendall Fuller was one of the guys I liked for the Dolphins. So imagine him with the Dolphins if he was healthy. But there you go again. We had so many superstars in this team, and show for what? Sometimes some other players when they come to other team, that you don't see the results. You just don't see the results. So, but anyhow, let me give you a scoreboard before anything. That's what I do every time. Give you guys a scoreboard. What's going on around the league? Major League Baseball. You got NBA, NHL, and some games are just starting too. So, all right, here we go. I'm gonna start with the NBA, and as of course you saw what happened last night when the Timberwolves beat the Lakers. So the Warriors lose to the Rockets. That was last night too. And let me see today's game. So today's game is the Nuggets at Clipper, and tomorrow we have the Rockets and the Warriors, and then you have the Knicks and the Pistons today. Then you got hockey, which will be starting shortly. I'll tell you, it's bad when you don't have your Wi-Fi fixed. No joke. All right, tonight we have first game Maple Leaf and Senators. They're 0-0. They're playing the first. Then you got Golden Knight and Wilds, Kings and Oilers, and Stars and Avalanche. And tomorrow you have the Jets and the Blues. That is your hockey. I already gave you NBA, and then you got MLB baseball scores. All right, here we go, guys. And here we go. Oops. All right, we have. This is today final. We have the Cubs beat the Pirates 8-3. We had the Reds beat the Cardinals 9-1. We had the Twins losing to the Guardians 4-3 today. I guess that was extra inning. We have D-backs beat the Mets. Finally, the hot red Mets. You got Royals beating the Rays 8-2. Brewers losing to the White Sox 8-0. Then you got Nationals and Phillies 0-0 in the fourth. We have the Athletics beat the Rangers 3-0. Red Sox and Blue Jays tonight. Tigers and Angels. And Rockies and Giants. That is actually your scoreboard. So, but like I said, I come here live. I try to get everything for you guys, live scoreboard, live everything, and then we talk a little bit about sports, NBA, football, basketball, you name it, wide open. But listen, man, add stuff in your chat. Add some. Even if you don't want to answer this chat, leave me there, leave me a message, and trust me, I'll be answering you everything you need to know about your team. I'm straightforward. I'll tell you straightforward what I feel about, and like I said, we have We have Jets fans because I'm a Dolphin fan. You know, and Dolphin and Jets don't get along, so that's nothing new either. So, and tell me if you guys can hear me, man, because like I said, I'm having an issue with the Wi-Fi. They're adding a new system in our area. So, but if you join in, thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate it, guys. And okay, what happened here? Don't know. I guess something happened. See, I think my Wi-Fi is going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. But if you guys can hear me, that's fine. If you can't, don't worry. I'm gonna be here probably a couple more minutes, and that's it, guys. Like I said, there's a lot of sports out there. Lakers fans, once again, man, what can we do? We're out. Wait till next season. LeBron James will be a question mark. Will he return? Come back? Is it the Lucas team now? It's not a LeBron James team anymore. Who knows? We could be asking this all the way to the off season. What's happening to the Lakers? I mean, another early exit, and I feel bad. I feel bad for the team. I really do. You know, you got superstars. Their bench is what when I started the podcast. Their bench is not good. Probably two solid players at best. You know, they play game 4 without resting a player in the second half. Think about that. You know, you need fresh legs. But when you face a team that first game hit what 22 3-pointers, a team that's younger than you, faster than you, that gives you a bad taste in your mouth. I feel bad for the Lakers. So, all right, fans, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a lovely Thursday night. I see you tomorrow, Friday night, Saturday. Now, we're going to have bad weather this weekend, according to the news. Hopefully, I could go live and record live. And if I don't do it live, I'll probably record. And listen, man, love you guys. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for the subscribers. 773. Hoping to reach 800 by the weekend, man. You know, God is good. I'm not competing with nobody once again. I just want you guys to enjoy. If you like something, let me know. If you don't like, also let me know. I mean, it's not going to really bother me. But anyhow, God bless you all. And listen, man, stay strong. Believe in yourself. Don't let any negativity get to you. Remember, with God, everything is possible. You guys have a blessed night, and thank you so much for joining in. Good night.